Let's get straight to the point. Point number 6, not showering every single day. Right now, while you're scrubbing yourself raw like a neurotic surgeon before a triple bypass, you are actually stripping away your body's natural defense system. It's happening in that steamy bathroom prison, and you're too obsessed with smelling like a tropical fruit basket to notice the microscopic carnage. You might think daily showers are the golden standard of cleanliness. But, oh honey, think again. You're actually dealing with a self-inflicted skin apocalypse that would make dermatologists weep into their prescription pads. Your skin is furiously pumping out protective oils and beneficial bacteria at a rate of millions of colonies every single day, and you're nuking them like they're invading aliens. Think of it as a complex ecosystem designed to protect you before the actual harmful bacteria hits. Your grandparents' twice-a-week bath routine maintain this barrier. It's a constant, slow-moving river of natural defense mechanisms you're washing straight down the drain. You aren't just a person. You are effectively a walking, talking chemical warfare zone. You're funneling a steady stream of industrial soaps and synthetic fragrances directly into your skin microbiome, killing the very things meant to protect you. It's a total disaster, sure, but it beats having actual body odor for 5 minutes. Enjoy your irritated, compromised skin barrier. Point number 5, eating dirty vegetables. Ever watched someone triple wash those organic carrots like they're decontaminating evidence from a crime scene? That's you destroying the exact microbes that would have made your immune system worth a damn. It's happening right there at your pristine kitchen sink, and you're too terrified of a little soil to notice the immunological opportunity you're throwing away. You might think those pre-washed, sanitized vegetables are protecting your precious health. But oh honey, think again. You're actually dealing with an immune system so pampered and weak it couldn't fight off a common cold without having a complete meltdown. Your gut needs exposure to approximately 100 trillion bacteria to function properly, and you're systematically eliminating beneficial soil microbes that humans evolved with for literally thousands of years. Think of it as a military training ground designed to teach your immune cells the difference between friend and foe before the real threats show up. Your grandparents ate vegetables with actual dirt on them. It's a constant, slow-moving river of microbial education you're sanitizing into oblivion. You aren't just a person. You are effectively a walking, talking sterile bubble boy. You're funneling a steady stream of chlorinated water and antibacterial soap directly into your food supply, creating an immune system softer than room temperature butter. It's a total disaster, sure, but it beats eating a carrot that actually tastes like it came from the earth. Enjoy your autoimmune disorders and seasonal allergies. Point number 4, using cow dung for floors. Here's something that'll make your skin crawl. While you're spraying your floors with enough synthetic chemicals to qualify as a hazmat situation, your ancestors were slapping cow dung on theirs like it was luxury tile. It sounds absolutely feral, and you're too horrified by the concept to notice the antibacterial genius. You might think modern floor cleaners are the pinnacle of sanitation. But oh honey, think again. You're actually dealing with a toxic cocktail of volatile organic compounds that would make your respiratory system file a formal complaint if it could. Traditional cow dung flooring, when dried, releases natural antibacterial compounds and repels insects at a rate that puts your chemical sprays to shame, all while being completely non-toxic to humans. Think of it as a natural barrier system designed to keep pests out before the disease-carrying mosquitoes take over. It's a constant, slow-moving river of sustainable pest control that didn't require a PhD in chemistry to manufacture. You aren't just the person. You are effectively a walking, talking chemical dependency case. You're funneling a steady stream of synthetic neurotoxins directly into your living space, inhaling fumes that would make industrial workers demand hazard pay. It's a total disaster, sure, but it beats living in a house that smells vaguely agricultural for a few hours. Enjoy your indoor air pollution and chronic headaches. Point number 3, no antibiotics for every cold. Picture this. You're begging your doctor for antibiotics because you have the sniffles. Pathetic, right? But you are actually breeding superbugs in your gut that could eventually kill you. It's happening in your over-sanitized panic, and you're too convinced of modern medicine's infallibility to notice you're creating antibiotic-resistant monsters. You might think immediate antibiotic intervention is responsible healthcare. But oh honey, think again. You're actually dealing with a pharmaceutical addiction that's turning common bacteria into unkillable nightmare organisms. Antibiotic resistance kills approximately 700,000 people globally each year, a number projected to hit 10 million by 2050, all because people can't handle letting a viral cold run its natural course. Think of it as a nuclear option designed to be used only when the actual bacterial invaders arrive before the viral infections sort themselves out naturally. Your grandparents survived colds with rest and soup. It's a constant, slow-moving river of patience you've replaced with pills that don't even work on viruses. You aren't just a person. You are effectively a walking, talking antibiotic resistance factory. You're funneling a steady stream of unnecessary medications directly into your system, wiping out beneficial bacteria and creating superbug breeding grounds. It's a total disaster, sure, but it beats suffering through 3 days of mild discomfort like some kind of peasant. Enjoy your C. diff infections and untreatable UTIs. Point number 2, rarely using hand sanitizer. Let's talk about your hand sanitizer obsession. While you're pumping sanitizer onto your hands like you're decontaminating after handling plutonium, you are actually creating a bacterial arms race on your skin. It's happening every time you touch a doorknob, and you're too germophobic to notice you're making everything worse. You might think constant hand sanitization is peak hygiene. But oh honey, think again. You're actually dealing with a skin microbiome massacre that leaves only the strongest, most resistant bacteria alive to colonize your hands. Your hands naturally host over 150 different species of bacteria, most of which are protective, and alcohol-based sanitizers kill 99.9% of them indiscriminately, including the beneficial guards that keep the dangerous ones in check. Think of it as a scorched earth policy designed to eliminate everything before the natural balance can be restored. Your grandparents washed with plain soap and water, preserving beneficial bacteria. It's a constant, slow-moving river of microbial diversity you're nuking into a resistant monoculture. You aren't just a person. You are effectively a walking, talking petri dish of survival of the fittest bacteria. You're funneling a steady stream of harsh alcohols directly into your skin's ecosystem, selecting for only the nastiest, most resilient microbes. It's a total disaster, sure, but it beats having hands that aren't cracked, dried, and colonized exclusively by whatever can survive chemical warfare. Enjoy your contact dermatitis. Point number 1, sun-drying clothes. And now for the grand finale. Your dryer is a literal toxic gas chamber for your clothes. Every single cycle, thousands of synthetic fibers break down, releasing microplastics and chemical residues that would turn your wardrobe into a carcinogen delivery system if you actually understood what was happening. You might think your energy-guzzling dryer is the height of modern convenience. But oh honey, think again. Every tumble is pumping formaldehyde, benzene, and volatile organic compounds into fabric that sits directly against your skin for 16 hours a day. To prevent an indoor air quality disaster, commercial dryers vent approximately 100 pounds of lint and chemical emissions annually, while UV radiation from sunlight naturally disinfects and breaks down bacteria at wavelengths your expensive dryer sheets could never touch. It doesn't just dry things. Your grandparents' clothesline harnessed free ultraviolet radiation to kill bacteria, viruses, and mold spores while leaving zero chemical residue. The sun literally sanitizes fabric better than any heat cycle could. Meanwhile, you're baking synthetic fragrances and flame retardants into every t-shirt like you're trying to create a wearable chemical weapon. You are currently using the chemical remains of petroleum-based dryer sheets to coat your clothing in a film of quaternary ammonium compounds, the liquid essence of your own respiratory irritation. You're literally painting your wardrobe with synthetic toxins that would make industrial safety regulators nervous. You're a walking laundry experiment that uses fossil fuel byproducts as a freshness agent. Efficient, metal, and absolutely revolting. There you have it. Your chemically dependent, over-sanitized, antibiotic-resistant nightmare wrapped in carcinogenic fabric. But surprisingly, this sterile sludge is what you've convinced yourself keeps you civilized. Congratulations, you've survived another day of being a germophobic disaster with an immune system weaker than your grandparents had at age 70. Now, go sanitize something unnecessarily and subscribe.